All right, today we're going to break down how wedding venues can completely transform their marketing. We're talking about moving away from guesswork and into making smart, data-driven decisions that actually book more weddings. Let's get into it. So let's kick things off with a question for any venue owner listening right now. You're putting money into your marketing, right? But can you honestly, hand on heart, say it's working? Or does it kind of feel like you're just shouting into the void, just making a lot of noise?
Yeah, that feeling of uncertainty, that's what we call the marketing black hole. It's that super frustrating place where your budget and all your hard work just seem to vanish without any clear results. And you know what? It's usually caused by just a few really common pitfalls.
Okay, so here's the biggest mistake we see. It's tracking what's easy instead of what's actually effective. It's so easy to get caught up in those vanity metrics, likes, impressions. They feel good, they look good on a report, but let's be real, they don't pay the bills. And while we're chasing those likes, we're completely ignoring powerhouse sources like guest referrals. The end result? You've got all these scattered pieces of data, but no single, clear picture of what's really bringing in the business.
And look, this isn't just about feeling like you're not getting results. This approach is actively costing you money. We're talking about totally wasted ad spend. But even worse than that, you're missing out on booking those ideal couples, the ones you really want celebrating at your venue.
So, how do we fix this? Well, it starts by completely redefining what ROI, return on investment, actually means for a wedding venue. It's time to move way beyond that simple, old-school calculation of just money spent versus revenue earned.
Think of it like this. It's a huge shift in mindset. We're moving away from the shallow end of the pool, the impressions, the follower counts, and we're diving into the deep end. We're focusing on the things that have real value, high-quality bookings, understanding the entire customer journey, and tapping into the incredible power of guest experience and referrals.
So here's our new definition, and it's pretty simple. True ROI isn't some complicated formula. It's just knowing. It's knowing exactly which channels, what content, and which experiences are the ones that drive those amazing, high-quality bookings and turn your happy clients into your absolute best salespeople.
Okay, that sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually measure this new, true ROI? Well, it all starts by tracking the entire journey, the full marketing funnel, right from that very first moment a potential couple even hears your venue's name. But wait, before you start tracking a single thing, you have to press pause and define your goals. Seriously, what does success actually look like for your venue? Is it just jamming the calendar with more bookings, or is it getting higher quality leads that are a better fit? Maybe your big goal is to get more referrals from vendors. You have to get crystal clear on your objectives because that's the only way you'll know you're measuring the right things.
The best way to visualize this is as a funnel, a journey. You've got these different stages, right? From the top, where people are just becoming aware of you, all the way down to the post-event experience. And at every single stage, there are different things you need to be tracking. It's not just about counting who saw your ad. It's about who actually took the next step, who requested a tour, who signed the contract, and, this is the golden ticket, who was so happy they referred you to their friends.
And when you start tracking the whole journey like this, you completely eliminate the guesswork. It's like having a leaky bucket. Now you can see exactly where the holes are. You can pinpoint where potential clients are dropping off, and that lets you patch those leaks and make your whole marketing machine so much more efficient.
But here's a really crucial point. This whole journey, it absolutely does not stop when that contract is signed. In fact, you could argue that one of your most powerful marketing tools is just getting warmed up on the wedding day itself.
So let me ask you this, and it's a really important question. You've spent the money, you got the booking, the wedding was a huge success. So, when does that initial marketing investment stop paying you dividends? When does it end? The answer? It doesn't. Or at least it shouldn't ever end. Because a fantastic, unforgettable guest experience, that's not just the end goal of your operations team, that is the beginning of your next most powerful marketing campaign. Think about it. Every single glowing review, every time a guest tags your venue on social media, every direct referral you get from a past couple, these aren't just nice things that happen. They are tangible, measurable marketing results. You can and you absolutely should be tracking this stuff because it literally shows you how the amazing job you do on the day of turns directly into new business down the line.
Okay, so now for maybe the most important part of this whole thing. Look, having all this data is fantastic, but it's totally worthless if you don't do anything with it. This is where you take that knowledge and create a cycle, a loop of continuous improvement that makes your marketing smarter and way more profitable month after month.
And the process itself is really simple, but it's so powerful. Step 1. Use your data to figure out what's actually working. What's driving real bookings? Step 2. Scale that up. Double down on it. Put more time, more money into what's working. Step 3. Adjust or just flat out cut the things that aren't delivering. Be ruthless. And finally, step 4, repeat. You just keep going through that cycle, constantly refining your approach based on real data.
And the payoff for doing this, it's huge. I mean, you're going to optimize your marketing spend so not a dollar is wasted. You're going to dramatically improve the quality of your leads. And best of all, you start to build this amazing self-sustaining marketing ecosystem where your great events and your happy clients are just constantly feeding new business right back into your pipeline.
So, when you boil it all down, it really comes to this simple idea. Measure what matters, not just what's easy. The second you shift your focus away from those easy vanity metrics and onto the data that actually leads to signed contracts, well, that's the moment you stop just spending on marketing and you start truly investing in it. And that's how you build a stronger, more predictable, and way more profitable business.